Which, like we said before, it's as a crew, but for FilmDorks, the new relaunch of the Old Film Dumpster podcast, we are on episode 11, and we are going to do, I believe it is the fourth part of our time travel series.
It is fourth, yes.
Yeah, fourth part of our time travel series. And since we tackled two monster time travel franchises before, we're going to tackle a very timely time travel franchise. See what I did there? Because we're going to look at another franchise that actually just completed its trilogy last weekend by launching the new Bill and Ted 3, Bill and Ted Face the Music. So we're going to talk about the Bill and Ted trilogy and franchise, and we will go through all three movies, which will be cool because, I don't know, I've always loved these movies. So
we got the whole time travel team going here.
Yeah, that's right. We do. We have the time
I'm
travel
Tom.
group. Nick.
Jeff.
Lucas.
Probably could have done that a few minutes ago, but whatever. You know?
That's all right.
Now, it should be noted that the Bill and Ted Face the Music is VOD right now. I believe Apple has got a package of all three of them for like $35. You can watch them all.
I think
so if you guys,
Voodoo too.
Yeah, so if anyone hasn't seen them in a while, you can do that so you can catch up. I mean, I definitely recommend watching Bill and Ted Face the Music before we do. We were Pike spoiler, correct?
Yeah, we'll have I mean, yeah, it'll be hard to not spoil it. And
Right.
Yeah, we probably will spoil some stuff. We'll try to be light on the spoilers, but we highly recommend if you watch the podcast. I mean, we'll probably end on the third one, which makes sense. We'll go through the trilogy and then give our review and talk about the third one and all that. So you know, if you haven't watched it, I guess you could tune out that part, and then you can always find it again on our social medias.
That's true.
Because we read the podcast posts up on our pages, so it'll be available on Facebook and Twitter and Twitch and YouTube. So you take your pick.
Face the Music is also in select drive-ins right now as well. So
it's in some theaters too, I believe. There's a few that
it's
are
playing
open.
at a local drive-in with the Metallica concert.
Yeah, I saw that over
That's
here,
a double
too.
feature right there.
No, that was not how that worked. That night was only Metallica, and you had to pay out your asshole to go see them on a drive-in screen.
It works a lot better than a drive-through screen, though.
But it's not nearly as fun, Tom.
No.
True.
I have seen some really interesting double bills, though, of who they've been showing, Face the Music with. And that's the thing that's been really incredible is the resurgence of, drive-ins. And the programming of drive-ins is pretty killer, man. Like, here's a quick question before we go back to Bill and Ted's. What is your best drive-in experience from when you were a kid?
I got this easy.
Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
Tom first.
I saw it was a double feature, and it was Quicksilver with Kevin Bacon and then RoboCop, and I was like 9 or 10 years old.
That's pretty cool.
And
that's fucking great.
RoboCop was fucking blew my mind. Quicksilver was cool too. It was, on a big screen and everything. But when RoboCop came on, it was like, holy shit. My whole world changed.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. It was RoboCop. Also, you weren't old enough to watch that.
Oh.
So
No, that was a hard R when that came out.
What about you, Jeff?
Well, I can tell my first driving experience was Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo. Which is
wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Because that's the one I'm thinking is my first one too. Like,
right. I mean, in high school we used to go. I mean, we just go like hang out and make out and whatnot. So, and most of my driving experiences, we weren't paying attention to the movies all that much. So that was my first one. Was great. My last one, we went to go see Ratatouille. The very last, we had a local drive-in that closed that night, so we took my daughter to see Ratatouille. So it was a neat experience, actually.
Yeah, my parents. I remember.
Breaking 2 is on Amazon right now, as well as Beat Street.
Oh my God, Beat Street! I remember that.
I love that you know that. By the way, I do. It's a little plug for us. For me, a couple years ago, for our website for ScreenRadar.com, I wrote a piece about the history of the drive-ins.
Oh, nice. But is that still available on ScreenRadar?
Sure is. It's on our blog.
You can find
under Jeff Heller blogs.
Jeff Heller blogs. But yeah, my first experience at the drive-in, my parents took me, and I remember we had one of those old fucking piece of shit station wagons with like the wood paneling sides, and I remember being in the back, and I can't remember the first movie is, but I do remember Saturday Night Fever. And I remember my parents were trying to tell me like not to watch it because it was rated R. I'm like, you took me to fucking drive-in. Of course I'm gonna watch it. Now you told me not to watch it, so I want boobs.
So thanks for coming to the drive-in with us. Close your eyes. That's great.
Exactly.
Great parenting.
I
know.
So yeah, I'm going to share mine then.
Go ahead, please.
Mine was honestly, I can't remember if this was the first one or like, but this is definitely the best one. Was Temple of Doom, and then followed by Twilight Zone the movie.
Nice.
And I was definitely too young to see Twilight Zone,
Right.
but like truly, it was like that was a great. And I think there was actually a third one, but I'm flaking on it. But maybe it was just a double bill. I'd have to ask my brothers. But
Yeah,
my
and what they're doing-
my dad had so many kids. You know, there's like 4 of us, so he would put the seats down and we'd hide underneath them in the station wagon with the panels, you know, and he would bring his own popcorn. So we would sneak in. He'd go in by himself, then we'd pop out as kids. Yeah.
Like, here's that loser coming by himself again.
Good. Yeah. Meanwhile, who's more of a loser, the guy with like 4 kids or the guy by himself?
Then they're like, well, there's that loser. Let's go check it out. And there's 4 kids in his car. And they're like, he's coming alone every week.
Who are like keying cars and throwing popcorn at people. Yeah.
But yeah,
stealing
the drive-ins. The nice thing about drive-ins is they've kind of gone back to that. They show a lot of retro stuff. Like
yeah, I'm glad.
With the pandemic, obviously, if you want to see Bill and Ted on a bigger screen, you can go to the drive-ins. I think almost all drive-ins are showing that bill because they're showing like really minor new releases, and then they're showing just a bunch of really awesome old school flicks. You know, you'll find cool stuff like Gremlins and Goonies teamed together or something like that. So drive-ins are a good place to go.
Yeah.
But either way,
there's a few that have popped up in LA here, but there's a bunch of them all over the country that have kind of just sort of cropped up out of necessity, really.
Right.
Yeah.
The issue they were having though in the beginning was that concessions is where they make all their money. And in the beginning, they couldn't open their concessions because of social distancing. So that's why a lot of them weren't open in the beginning. But now they've been able to work around that.
Yeah. I think they're doing like come out your car kind of crap or whatever. But yeah, I highly recommend you watch Bill and Ted 3 either way. I mean, obviously, if you're a fan of the franchise, I can't imagine you wouldn't watch it. I mean, however, with the new streaming thing, it's a $19.99 rent because it's a new release movie.
Right.
But I mean, when you think about it, I mean, if it's not something you really want to see, you're not going to pay it. But for a big movie like this is the first big kind of tentpole movie that's come out during.
Besides, they've been trying to get this made for so long. They had such a hard time getting this put together, and it's really something that they wanted to do for the fans. I mean, also money, but the amount of effort that went into getting this made and the excellent way that it turned out. I mean, I thought it was great. It's worth dropping $20. I mean,
and drop it before our podcast on Thursday.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
it
sort
did well
of
over the
ugly
weekend.
shit going on in the world, and people could use a laugh, and this is certainly good for that.
Yeah, and it did well. It did well in the box office of VODs. Yeah, and they don't even know the returns yet for the VODs. And so far,
we'll talk about that because we'll probably get more information as the next couple of days go on. So we will talk about the cash return and what we can find on that. But it's going to be interesting because this was considered a major movie of the summer, and it's the first major movie this year that's been released. At least, there's nothing major that's released in January and February anyway. So, they're there hasn't been movies for a long time. So I hope it does well box office wise. I really do, because I want to see some of these movies I've been waiting for, and it's sure, of course I want to see them in a movie theater, but I don't know. I live in LA, so it's not going to fucking happen for, probably till the end of the year, if anything. I mean, they're talking about slowly opening movie theaters with, heavy restrictions in a lot of places, but I think people are going to be a little trepidatious to go anyway. So big box office returns in that sense isn't, but it'll be interesting to see what the box office return is on the on-demand rental, including drive-ins and whatever movie theaters are playing it, I'm curious. I hope it does well, because I'd like to see some of these big movies we were waiting for this summer before next year.
I'll go to a theater to see Tenet for sure. I can't wait for that.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Ones that I like, I'll go back to theater to see them, just because I missed that experience. So, and if I'm sure that they'll be re-released in theaters, some of these movies. So there's that. But
I'm gonna get, when we talk about on the actual podcast, I'm gonna get into my whole theory on what's gonna happen post-pandemic with all these movies, and I feel like Hollywood is missing a huge opportunity, and they're gonna really clean up. But we'll get into that on the actual podcast.
Yeah.
In the meantime, why don't we?
What's that little? Where's that little promo poster?
Do you want to see the promo poster? All right, I'm into it. Hold on,
We're gonna share it on the social medias, but you guys can scope it here first.
Yeah, hold on. Let's do it. No, we need to ask people questions. So let's. Here's the poster itself.
Not that one. The FilmDorks one.
Which one? Oh, all right. That was on. It was on when we came up. Okay, fine. I'll find us.
Yeah.
But
here,
this is up. I didn't notice it. I obviously didn't notice it. Okay. So I thought maybe we didn't share it. But you can share it again. Maybe you can put it up over in the corner again.
Sure. I'll bring up the FilmDorks poster. Hold on. I just got it loaded up. Then it's in another part.
Because Heller's boobs are pretty sweet.
They are. My 16-year-old boobs.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm going to bring it up.
Pick the poster up now, because what I just said sounds really awful out of context.
Yeah, it does.
We got to get it up quickly. There it is. There's the poster, and we could all be on the screen with it, or I can get rid of us.
There we go. No, you're fine.
I'll tell you. So Tom is the genius behind these images. By the way, we look like a Brady Bunch. I fucking love it. But I'll say though, Tom. All right, I feel like my on the left. I'm all the way on the left. Lucas Longacre one there.
Oh, wrong way.
Looks really awkward.
There.
But Nick is the most. I don't know. Maybe Nick and Jeff are the most convincing because of his expression. I don't know where you pulled these photos from. Probably social media.
Facebook. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But Nick's is killer, man. That's like right on there. And Jeff, hey Jeff, what are you doing later, dude? You want to go get some drinks?
I wish it was the first time I was in drag for this website. If not.
You know what? We can all commiserate on that one. But I think we should ask
I have a feeling we'll be going drag on this website till the day we die. I mean,
good. Ride or die, baby.
We were birthed in dresses. We'll go out in them.
All right. Well, I think we should. I think we should do the ask the audience
the question.
Yeah.
Okay.
But hold on, before I do that, I am going to try to find our chat, because I think Kevin actually asked one. We have one question. Oh wait, hold on. Well, yeah, okay. We'll make this happen. Hold on. I figured out. So for when we go live on the actual podcast, I figured out how to get our chat function working, so we can live chat with everybody as they're doing it. So here, I'm going to switch over. So this is what Kevin says, excellent. And then he says, Lucas is the best. It's so awkward. Yeah, and honestly, that's how I felt, is that it was really awkward. But anyway. But that's the only chats we have, so I guess we're not having a huge audience tonight, but that's okay, considering this is supposed to be 10 minutes and we're 14 minutes in.
Okay, well, we can wrap it up. Let's put up the poster and pose the question, and that way people can add into the comments here, but we'll also be reposting it into onto Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff.
Yeah, let me bring it up. Here is, and let me just get rid of a few other things. You can tell I'm like slow on the draw. All right, there we go. Who would you take on your excellent adventure?
Yeah.
So if you had the Bill and Ted phone booth and we're going around the universe collecting personages of historical significance,
yes. Who would be on your team?
Charges?
You know, I think we should also limit it. Like, you can't just get as many people as you want.
What he's doing,
Like three.
Well, there's like-
people?
I think it's top 5 personally.
Top 5 people.
5 or less.
Yeah, 5 or less.
Maybe you can cram a lot into that phone booth, but
Let's not get greedy here.
No, honestly, I think 5 or less. Because, yeah, you could get
It's
greedy.
a phone booth. It's not the TARDIS.
You also have to do your what's it called? Your senior thesis. The clock's running.
right, yeah, we don't have time. We're on San Dimas time, so we have to make it quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you mine on Thursday. But
Yeah.
you guys
Oh, I
think
have.
about it.
I got a whole list. I've been listening to a lot of history podcasts. I mean, that's kind of what I do. So I got a list.
He's gonna have a dissertation on this one. No, yeah, just look for the promo this promotional poster out on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Whatever, wherever you can find it tomorrow, and leave a comment. Let us know who you go, and
Yeah. Who's on your
chat
team
about it, and I'll let you know who's on mine. It'll be a party.
And so the full live cast is coming up Thursday at 7, right?
Yep.
Thursday, 7 Pacific time, 10 Eastern time. And again, right on here. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, whatever. Twitch. Hop on, watch, and we'll try to do better next time in interacting. We're going to try to keep a better watch on our comment feeds and stuff like that, so that we can respond to questions in a more timely manner.
The only questions we have are from Kevin tonight, so maybe it's for the best. But honestly, I got it working, so we can bring that up. We'll have a lot more interaction with our audience on the next one.
Cool.
Yeah. So see you Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Party on,
your favorite
dudes.
Social media thing, and go over to ScreenRadar.com. Read some of our stuff. There's some great blogs. Everybody on here does some really good stuff. Good reviews, good blogs, lots of news, trailers. You're looking for shit? We got it, yo.
And hey,
old
here-
school
oh.
interviews. What? So yeah, go over there and make sure you like us on at ScreenRadar on Twitter, and like us on Facebook, and subscribe to us on YouTube. We have a pathetically low following.
There's our
And,
ScreenRadar.
give us a like on
See ya.
MySpace too.
See you guys Thursday.
See ya.
All right. Good night.
Bye.